a number of people out there just excited to see any action on any sports field, NBA included. We're certainly excited as well. Ryan Knaus, Steve Alexander from Rotoworld. But I want you guys to give me the team that you are 100% most excited to see play when the end of this regular season begins and this playoff begins with the 22 teams in the bubble in Florida. So, Ryan, let's start with you. Who are you dying to see get on the court?
I want to see Zion Williamson play in the most meaningful games of his career. The guy is just incredible. He's now had a long break to get completely healthy, get his body right. I think, the best is yet to come. We know that. And he's already just fantastic to watch. So I'm interested in that. I want to see what Brandon Ingram can do. I think the Pelicans will force their way into the playoffs. And I'm really interested to see, can Ingram take that next step at a higher level that he's never played at before? So I'm curious there. Just a fun team. They got a lot of young pieces. They fly around the court. Enough veterans to kind of keep the young guys honest and on the straight and narrow. So they're going to be a really fun team to watch. Yeah.
So what do you think, Steve? Are you optimistic that the Zion we saw when he came on strong after sitting out the first part of the year with a knee injury, he was spectacular. You think he can get back up there and ramp it up as quickly as some of these other players?
Well, that's the thing. We have not seen Zion Williamson since March. And Zion Williamson has got a big body. He's a big dude. I'm really curious to see what kind of shape Zion is in when he comes back. Regardless, though, hey, so much natural talent, so much athletic ability. I don't even know that it matters that much. I feel like he's going to come back and pick up right where he left off, even if he may not be in the best shape of his career.
Yeah, it's an exciting team. So, Steve, I know just from working with you, you love Luka Doncic. And so I know you're excited to see him personally, but what is the team that you're most excited to see?
Luka's team, the Dallas Mavericks, of course.
Okay.
There's times where I'll be out eating dinner and I'll remember that the Mavericks play at 7 or whatever. And I'll like call somebody at my house and be like, hey, record the Mavericks game. Did I say Pelicans? Record the Mavericks game because I got to watch Luka. So I haven't really been as excited about an NBA team or player as I have been Luka since like Dominique Wilkins when I was a kid. And Dominique Wilkins was my guy. I used to tape every game. I would build highlight tapes of Dominique dunking and stuff, like just ridiculous. But that was back in the VHS days when it was not very easy to do that. But super excited about Luka. Kristaps Porzingis should be healthy. Like both of those guys were bothered by injuries last year, especially Luka. He had a thumb and he had an ankle. I'm not sure we ever saw healthy Luka last year. I have a bet with Matt Stroup whether Luka's going to shoot 75% from the line or not. I think he's at like 75.2 right now or something. So interested to see how that goes. But, Seth Curry, Tim Hardaway, Maxi Kleber, those are all the glue that hold that team together. But, seeing Luka and Kristaps get out there, hopefully fully healthy and ready to roll, the Mavericks could be really dangerous if they get hot in the playoffs.
I'm glad you mentioned Kristaps Porzingis, Steve, because he was on fire. I'm looking at his post-All-Star game stats. It was a small sample size, but he averaged 23 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, 3 blocks per game, and over 3 3-pointers per game. I mean, he was just on some kind of roll. So to see him get going and watch Luka play as good as he is, that's also a very exciting team to keep an eye on.
Well, and I think
go ahead, Steve.
Your point about Porzingis is good because when he got super hot, Luka was out. So can those two play together and get it going every night? And if they do, if that happens, and maybe they've worked some of this out during the hiatus, but if they can play together and on the same page and on the same level, the Mavericks are going to go to another level.
They got 2 players on that team you guys both mentioned, and Kristaps and Luka Doncic that can carry them. But Steve, you mentioned Seth Curry, Tim Hardaway, 2 of the best spot-up shooters in the NBA, at least for this past regular season. So they got a lot of weapons. They will be fun to watch. I agree with you there. Real quick, Steve, if you were to pick another team that you're excited to watch, what would that be?
Damian Lillard came out and said he wasn't going to play in the rest of the season unless the games meant something. I think that carried some weight, and I think that's part of the reason we have this play-in playoff format that gives the number 9 seed a chance, that could be the Blazers. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. I mean, it's one of the best backcourts in the whole NBA. And everybody, at least, people who know basketball are excited to see Yusuf Nurkic come back. He's been out for over a year after knee surgery. He was ready to return right before the season got shut down. So I'm sure he is chomping at the bit to get back out there. And I'm excited to see him play.
Ryan, what's another team that you're waiting to get on the court?
I'll go. I like Steve's pick, and the Blazers also get Zach Collins back, so that's going to be fun to watch. I'll take a team that probably most people wouldn't say is very exciting to watch, and that's the Oklahoma City Thunder. I just feel like they're a great story this season. Everyone kind of wrote them off for dead when they got Chris Paul. Is he really going to buy in? They got Danilo Gallinari, sort of a strange fit with a couple veterans, trending toward the end of their careers, put on a team with a lot of young guys. And yet here they sit at number 5 in the West. They're ahead of the Rockets. And it's been very impressive to watch. I really like what's happened with the dynamic between Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chris Paul, and Dennis Schroeder as like a excellent 6-man coming off the bench, really sparking their offense for that second unit. So they're just a fun kind of surprise team that I like to keep an eye on and root for.
We're excited to see those teams get back on the court. We're excited to see any team get back on the court at this point. Ryan, Steve, well done.